So, hi guys, welcome back to We Got This. I'm Madhura,
I'm Isha.
and today we are back to our car confessions session, and we're going to talk about toxic work culture. This is related to our millennial career struggles
we know.
podcast episode. We have some juicy confessions from people on Reddit and just around the internet, which I thought were like crazy and need to be discussed. So, I want to know what Isha thinks about them. Is boss employee confession basically. Like, I get very triggered by these kind of stuff, and when the boss is very bossy and is
Okay.
not a good leader and is just very irritating.
Yeah.
And because I've gone through these are kind of triggering to me. I reached office 15 minutes late one day, and my boss tore into me, said if I can't respect timings, maybe this job isn't for me. I was so pissed, I snapped back and said, so you come 45 minutes late every day. He just froze for a second, and then when that's different, I'm the boss. I swear I wanted to quit on the spot. Oh my god, this is so triggering to me. I hate such people, who just don't lead by example. I mean, it's very
I mean, if
triggering.
you're a boss, don't show that you are a boss by saying it.
If you need to say you're the boss,
Yeah,
I mean,
that means you're definitely not the boss.
yeah, you're not a good leader. I mean, bossing around is not your objective. Your objective is to lead your team, right? This boss culture is it's long gone, I feel.
I'm so glad I had a great boss.
Yeah, I mean, there are good
I've
bosses.
never experienced anything like this.
Really? I have experienced, in my first job, there was a receptionist who used to write the time that we entered the office, like the moment we entered
Oh my
the office.
god.
Yeah, because it was a boutique firm. That's what happens in these big corporates. People don't pay attention to what time you're walking in the office, but if the team is only like 10 people, they like literally used to write it down, and if you're like 4 times late, that's why this is so triggering to me.
That's why MNCs are better.
Exactly.
Sense,
Work-life balance, MNCs are better, I think. Like 15 minutes late, you can be late, yeah. If you're coming to office every day, then you
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're doing your work, I think it's okay. Ek do bar if you're getting late.
That's the whole point, that you're getting your work done.
Yeah.
You don't need to watch your people being productive. If they're getting the work done,
This is
then
micromanagement.
My sister's wedding was coming up, and I booked my tickets months in advance. The leave was already approved. A week before, my boss calls me into his cabin and says, there's an important client meeting, you have to cancel your trip. I just stared at him like, this isn't a Goa weekend.
Yeah.
This is my sister's wedding. I felt so powerless.
I think I would just quit at that point. I'm like, fuck you guys, I can't do this shit.
I mean, obviously we would be able to do that because we may be privileged.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. I mean, leaves mean something. Guys.
This is what bosses or companies take advantage of, because you are not privileged enough to quit your job, so
exactly,
हम तुम्हारा फायदा उठाएंगे.
And they know exactly who can't quit. Yeah, they know
who can't walk away or say no, and those people are their target.
These Indian bosses, because I have had great experiences with bosses from US or UK outside India. They've been so great, because whenever I say that I'm sick, they actually think I'm sick. And when you tell this to an Indian boss, he's like, receipts kahan pe hai bhai?
Even if you are sick, they'll think कि अरे
not and
कहाँ जा रहे हो तुम? Where are you going on a trip?
And there was this like stand-up comedy also. It was Bassi or Upamanyu. Somebody, they said, person who was like sick, he was like, अरे मेरे को ये कफ हुआ है, तो like मेरे को कैंसर है, तो अब भी ऑफिस में है. What I basically want to say is leaves mean something, right? Leave is your right.
And you are applying it way ahead of time, right?
Even if it was a Goa holiday. I mean,
you are applying leave for a reason.
Go to your Goa holiday, dude. It's not going to come back. Just because you're going for your sister's wedding, it's not a justification. Even if it was a Goa holiday, I would definitely go. You're replaceable. People totally stop understanding the company doesn't give a shit about you. Your boss doesn't give a shit about you. If he's shitty, actually, he doesn't give a shit about you. The lunch break surveillance. One day, I came back from lunch a few minutes late, like 48 instead of 45. The lift was slow. My boss actually noted it down and said, we'll deduct 3 minutes from your salary. I thought he was joking, but he was serious.
Sick. What are these jobs?
What is happening, you guys? There's a whole world where there are people being treated so well, and there are places like that. People need to understand that.
My job was amazing. It was a great team, great people.
Same with me. I mean, even if the workload is high, it's not toxic. That the bosses are not like so toxic that if I'm not available the moment they message me, I can message in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe.
It's not like a panic attack.
Yeah, I can put out of office if I'm going out for lunch. That happens. That's okay, right? 3 minutes out of your
I
salary.
really want to know where these jobs are.
Dude, I'm telling you, my first job. To be honest, I was being paid 15,000 rupees a month. It was in Bombay, best area. Bombay was Kolaba. 15,000 is nothing if you want to live in such a. But still, I was thinking I'm getting the experience. But every time I took a day off, they used to cut 500 rupees. Every time, even if
So
it
there
was.
were no paid leaves?
There were no paid leaves. They take advantage because they're employing like 2-3 people.
Yeah.
They promise you that, we'll take you with the firm. So you'll grow with the firm because the firm is growing. You handling clients alone. So that's what they promise you.
This is startup talks.
Cut to 10 years later, you're nowhere. Dude, you just lost your entire life being promised everything, but that doesn't happen. My millennial manager always brags about how they used to stay in office till 2 a.m. like it's a badge of honor. When I said I prefer finishing my work in normal hours, he snapped, "That's not how you grow." I just told him, if you had to suffer, why should I? The silence in the room after that.
Are these millennial bosses?
Yeah. Like, I think...
Why are we millennial people doing this?
I think the upper millennials, we are the lower millennials, what I think. We are the zillennials, right? We also empathize with Gen Z culture. But there are a lot of people like born before us, 10 years, they're also millennials. So I think they are more into the hustle culture. They like never get things done. If a Gen Z person is like, I need to prioritize my life also.
Yeah, I thought only boomers might be doing this because they have come from that hustle culture, like grinding 24/7, but it's not the case anymore with us. I mean, we don't really romanticize it. They romanticize this thing a lot, like grinding, working extra hours, and that's just their mindset ki, if you don't work hard enough, then you're not going to grow in this company at all. तुमको ये करना पड़ेगा. You will have to butter people up, and you'll have to take up that extra work, take up extra courses, do those extra things to climb that corporate ladder.
Exactly.
But नहीं करना है. We don't want to do that.
Yeah, हमें just काम करना है and we just want to get paid.
Yeah.
And that's all. Because 8 hours का काम करके if we're getting paid, then we're happy.
8 hours में also if you can manage your time and also work, study, do everything, then why stay in the office extra, right?
Doesn't make sense at all. I think I'm totally with the Gen Zs on this one. But you with the Gen Z only, na? Like,
People
but
have called
you
Gen Z
empathize.
personality.
I think you are at some level.
I think we all are at some level.
Exactly.
We are like a mixture of Gen Zs. And
so my boss keeps pushing us to come to office because culture is built in person.
I've heard this a lot.
Meanwhile, I spend 3 hours daily in traffic. When I told him I deliver more work from home, he straight up said, "Stop being lazy. Like, bro, traffic is in culture." I mean...
Oh my god, okay. I don't understand. If you come to the office, that's the only way for you to grow and that's the only way for you to network. And if you don't want to come to the office, then you are lazy.
Yes. This is what...
Then you don't want to grow at all. You don't want to reach to that level.
You're not very serious.
You're not serious about your work.
Career.
You should meet people, meet your team and network. That's how you grow. I am so happy I'm not there right now, but...
Yes. You are very lucky, Isha. And I am also, I feel like very lucky that people don't expect me to be in the office all the time. But I need to. I can't stress this enough, but getting to office in the traffic, metro cities traffic is crazy.
Yeah,
it just like takes everything up. You cannot expect an employee to put in 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours at night. It just takes up entire day of theirs, and what else is remaining?
See, pre-COVID, I understand there was no notion of work from home. But post-COVID, now that we know that we can work while not going to the office, it is possible to work from home. And I just feel that you cannot just, like, companies should not make it mandatory to come to the office unless my job was completely in office because I had a client setup. Now that's a different thing altogether, but if there is a chance, then why not just call them like once a month if you want to have the HR HR meetup,
quality time or in-person bonding session. Oh my god,
team session.
I cannot even. Those mean nothing to me, literally. Like, if you're going to office, everybody is already so exhausted. And there are some over-enthusiastic people. It's great to meet people, but why do I have to do it every day or every week, even for that matter? I don't see a point in that. And the traffic is for real. It's like I cannot get away from the point. The traffic Isha, every morning 2 hours in
I
traffic.
can't imagine Mumbai traffic, and I don't ever want to imagine.
I hope you never have to.
I just hope I never have to experience it.
I had this one person in my office, in my previous office. We had work from home, but he used to go to office every day. There was one guy.
There are people like that.
Oh,
No, but I understand because not everyone likes to work from home. They want to. So I have a friend. She doesn't like work from home because she's an extroverted person. So it's like she wants to meet people. Her brain works when there are people around her. When there's like chit chat happening, that's their thing. My only point is that it should not be made mandatory. If there is a chance of work from home, work from office, let people decide as long as there's work getting done. That's it.
It gives you so much time to focus on something that you actually like apart from work.
That's what they don't want us to do.
It
They don't
will give
want
us so much
work
time.
on other things, because if we start working on other things, then we are going to quit the job and we are going to do that thing and live our life corporate.
Can't wait people our age to become like real bosses, you know.
I would love to be I have this thing that I want to be a nice boss.
Yeah.
Maybe not nice, but like a good boss.
You're your own boss. I'm pretty sure you'll be a great boss, I think. Great work culture, work from home.
Work from home. If you want to meet, let's meet.
Just get things done
and do your own thing also, please.
Okay, thanks for watching, guys. We have more such work related confessions, but please come to part 2 because it's getting a little long. Thank you. Bye.
I am so scared.